Welcome back, everybody. It is October 15th, about 6:30 here in the morning. I actually shot this video once already and it screwed up, so I had to remake it. Here I am. I've been up since like 2 o'clock this morning. I get my day started pretty early a lot of times, and my schedule rotates, so sometimes I'm awake for 26, 28, 30 hours at a time. I've just been trying to get this team of people together so much over the last week that it's required some insane hours. Yesterday was about a 28-hour day for me, and my team, essentially, I spoke to them. Some of them went to sleep because they're spread out all over the world. Some of them went to sleep. I was still awake just talking to the other parts of the team. They woke back up, joined back in the conversation. It's been incredible. We've done some just really incredible plans here with this team, and they've had to kind of keep me in the atmosphere because I've been wanting to do all this stuff and I don't really know how it all works. And so I initially said I wanted to do this and everything, and they're like, well, if you go that route, you're gonna have to spend like $100,000. I was like, whoa, okay, hold on, time out. So they've really helped me to realize that I can do everything I've said. Essentially, I just have to do it the right way. So looking forward to what's going to be coming out over the next few weeks. And the only thing I have right now that I can give you is the 26th of October. I should have my NFT, and then it's just a matter of getting it out to you all. We're trying to figure out what's the best way to do that. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today essentially was to clear up the whole matter of the NFT. This NFT is going to be non-transferable. It'll be yours and you get to keep it. It's like your badge of honor, right? We all got rugged in crypto, and this is our way of showing people that, hey, we were one of the early, pioneers of crypto, where it was this dangerous place, and we got rugged at one point. Here's our badge of honor, right? So when I send you all this NFT, it will not be transferable. You won't be able to sell it. You won't be able to give it away. It'll be yours, okay? So I want you to realize that. The next one that I essentially am going to be releasing after that will be part of my NFT collection. The website that I'm going to be developing, vladtochad.com, is going to be an NFT collection, okay? So once my artist is done with the NFT, he's going to start working on my artwork for the website, get that ready to go. We'll have the code put in place for the NFT collection with the backend developer and everything. We'll get all of that set up to where it'll be like, ready to go on day one. NFT be ready for sale. Everybody at that point should already have your badge of honor essentially in your collection as it is. But going forward, the NFT collection will be for sale on the website, and you'll have kind of a first piece of that collection. So like what I'm giving you all for free, it'll be yours and exclusively yours, and nobody else can have it. They can't buy it. You can't transfer it to them, but eventually it'll be part of a collection that'll be for sale. So that's kind of where I'm headed with the project. But yeah, I think you'll really like it. We have some really incredible plans for the future of where it can go, because like we're already talking about stuff that isn't even like, it hasn't been done yet, but we want to do it. So like, as you can see, innovation is going to be a big thing out of this team of developers that I've already got working on this project. They are incredible, very, very talented people, and so I'm excited to see what they can do with the project that I've tasked them with essentially. I'm excited. So let's go over here, hop into this essentially. The change.org petition, please guys, if you haven't already, I need you to get this out to as many people as possible. We need to get it, like I said, if I can get 10,000 signatures. I've got a buddy, he's a freelance producer, and he works for ESPN and ABC, and he is going to team up with me after he is done with his spots that he's already committed to this month. We're going to get together and we're going to shoot a teaser documentary, whatever you want to call it, for Netflix or Hulu, Amazon, HBO, whoever wants to pick this documentary up. And what I want to do with that, I hope you'll like it, is half of this deal is going to be able to fund a token because right now I can't afford the liquidity that has to be locked with the token. I can create the token, pay the developer and do all that and get it listed, but I don't want to half-ass it. I want to do a 25-year liquidity lock, and I want to be able to put at least like $50,000 up front the day that it lists on Uniswap and PancakeSwap or whoever, you know. And so I want to be able to do it right, and this Netflix deal is going to help me. Half of the Netflix deal. So say I get $1 million for this documentary, and we give them all this exclusive footage. Hopefully will lead to the arrest of these people, or at least stop them, you know, one way or the other. I'm hoping that it's either going to lead to their arrest, and at the very least, it will make them stop this, okay? That's the whole point. But half of that deal, say it's $1 million, I will take $500,000 immediately and dump it into the project to get the coin developed, get it listed, get the liquidity locked in it, and if I can, you know, if it's a $1 million deal, whatever's left over, I will literally throw that into the liquidity lock, basically. The other half of the deal, I'm going to take and I'm going to fund my new project, my foundation, essentially, that's going to be creating these projects like the Vlad the Chad token that's going to be released eventually. So, essentially, yeah, this deal could be monumental for this whole project going forward, guys. That's the whole point of it, is to get attention out there that we need to do something about crypto. Because if you live in the United States and you aren't already in the know, I should say, about the SEC, what's currently going on, Congress is in session right now. They are talking about crypto because the SEC is asking for more regulation control over cryptos, because of what has been taking place, all the scams and rugs and everything else. You know, essentially new investors are the big target, and so if we don't protect them ourselves, being the people who are already in this market, having the ability to do that, our governments are going to do it for us. That's my personal belief. Maybe you guys will disagree with that. I'm just saying that's my belief, my opinion, you know. Just like all my other videos, I'm not a financial advisor. I do have a degree in marketing from business administration from North Texas, essentially. My major is actually business administration, business management, you know. And so I do have some experience in what I'm talking about, essentially. And I do believe that if we don't do something as a community and start protecting these new investors ourselves, we could very well end up in a very tight spot that we don't want to be in. Because what happens in the United States, it's going to affect the rest of the world's populations. And some of you out there, oh, you're just some stupid Yank American that, you know, thinks he's everything and the United States is everything. No, I'm not. I understand business. I understand what gross domestic product is. Gross domestic product is like essentially the driving force behind the whole world's economy, right? We can all agree on that. So if you've never taken an economics class, here's a rundown of what gross domestic product is. Gross domestic product is essentially all of the goods and services that a nation, you know, has assets that, you know, flow out of it every year. In the United States, our goods and services, they make up almost $22 trillion in gross domestic product annually. That's the last figure that we know of. So the United States has a GDP of $22 trillion annually, meaning that our services and our goods that come out of this country are worth $22 trillion on average annually. Okay, that's what gross domestic product is. Now, do you know who the next closest nation is to the United States with the next highest GDP? And you know what that GDP is? So we've established that the top player on the board is the United States, 22 trillion almost, not quite, GDP. The next closest nation is China. Yeah, big surprise. Why? Thank you, Captain Obvious. But you know what their GDP is? It's 14.5 trillion. So pretty far from the United States. In fact, you can take the next nation on that list, which is Japan, at 5 trillion annual GDP, and you can add it to China, and they don't even still come close to us in the United States for GDP. You can in fact take every other nation in the world and combine all of their gross domestic products with China and with Japan, and in total it'll come up to like somewhere around 23, maybe 24 trillion dollars based off of the information that I was able to find. So as you can see, all of the world's nations combined barely can top the United States in gross domestic product. So if the United States all of a sudden is faced with the SEC having all this new power to come in and say, hey, crypto, we're done with all the scams, we're going to protect new investors, and until we can do that, we're going to shut this shit down. What do you think this is going to do for the rest of you out there in the world? Maybe now Vlad ain't so stupid, am I? You see where I'm going with this? If we don't do something ourselves, our government is. The United States will. I already know it. And if we do it, it's going to affect all the rest of you too. Everybody else is going to have to follow suit on what we do because that's just how things work. The United States is like the big player on the board pretty much everywhere. Our military is the most powerful one in the world. You know, I was in the Navy. We have, I think, 9 active carrier battle groups. And when I was in the Navy, they used to tell us like one carrier battle group in the United States Navy, essentially, which contains like a carrier, destroyer, frigate, submarine, all of that. If you take that carrier, strike forces, just destructive power and everything else, one carrier battle group in the United States Navy has more force than all of the world's navies combined. We've got 9 of them. That's just the Navy. That's not the Marines or the Air Force or the Coast Guard or the Army. I mean, that's just the Navy. Like, there are submarines out there that are so classified that basically there are only like 2 spots in the whole world, in the United States, where they're even held, and there's not very many of them. There's like, there's more than 10, I'll tell you that much. It's public knowledge, you can go look it up, but there's more than 10 of these submarines, and their whole mission is to basically just go out and sit in the ocean, and they're filled with nuclear missiles, like ballistic missiles that will destroy countries if they ever were to launch. We've never launched one. We've never even fully tested one. I mean, I was always told, I never have actually verified this, and maybe this is all just speculation, but I've always told that the ballistic missiles that are in play in the world's major powers are so stinking powerful. They basically make the bombs that the United States used during World War II look like a wet fart. Like, the ones we have now are so nasty. Like, God only knows what they would do if we ever use them, and I hope we never do. I hope that none of the nukes that we have just in stockpiles are ever used, because they're nasty. I mean, we're talking 70, 80 times, 90 times the destructive power of Hiroshima or Nagasaki, and one missile, and just one of them. Like I said, this is all speculation, but I was told if 2 of them were to hit simultaneously, I just hit my mic. If 2 of them were to hit simultaneously within 10 miles of each other, they think it could knock the Earth off its axis. Now, do you understand? Like, the world that we live in, it's a crazy place. We have the potential for just push of a button and boom, life as we know it is over. That's what our governments are playing with, and I don't want that kind of government playing around in crypto, that's for sure, because they'll just come in and shut everything down and tell us all, until we can force you all to follow our rules, you guys can't play this game. That's kind of where I've been headed with all of this. It's like, I know how our government works. I used to be a government employee. They owned my ass while I was in the Navy. If you are in the military, they own you. If you come home while you're, on leave or something, and you do something stupid, and you get hurt and you cannot return to duty, you could get in trouble. Like, go to jail, prison, military prison, for not, being able to perform your duties, dereliction of duty, essentially. So, you're owned by the U.S. government if you are in the military, basically. I know how they operate, and I don't want any part of them in crypto. And so that's why I'm making all these videos now and coming to you all is to wake you all up and hopefully let you know, hey, I do know how the government works. I was in the military, and I can tell you now, you don't want them in this space. You don't want the SEC to get power, and right now they are talking about it in this session of Congress that started a few weeks back. Look it up. Crypto is definitely on the agenda. So we've got to make a plan now and start it. You know, get moving, take action, and show them that we're serious about taking action ourselves, and that we don't need them. That we're going to do it, and we're going to do it right, and because we're the experts, we know how to do it. We don't need them, right? That's what I want to show the world, is that we are a good community of people by and large, and that we can band together and do this right, end rug pulls, protect new investors, show the world that, you know, if you want to be a token and have people, you know, invest money in your project, you're going to have to be transparent with them. You're going to have to be uncomfortable and put your face out there and put your name out there, because otherwise, why would people want to give you $100, $500, $1,000, $10,000? It'd be stupid. Like I throw $50 at a project that I don't know if it's a scam or not, because it's $50, you know, and I've made a lot of money that way, but I don't want to play that game anymore. It's stupid, and I'm here to change that game. Okay, I'm here to show you my face. You got all my tattoos. I mean, I'll be a recognizable person, right? I'm not afraid of anything. I live out in the middle of nowhere, you know. I've got no trespassing signs posted. Where I live, I can legally shoot somebody if they want to try and come on my property, because I've got no trespassing posted. So yeah, it's like I'm not afraid of anything. People want to threaten me? Please, threaten. Talk. I don't care. Talk's cheap, mother. You know, that's the way I see it, and I'm just here to change this game because I'm needed. I see it now. I see it, and the vision that I have is just so incredibly clear, and the people that I've been able to band together in just a short amount of time, it just proves to me that this is needed, and it's going to happen. It's going to be incredible. So I hope that, you know, I can give you all some confidence in some of these videos going forward. You know, I've tried to spice things up. I've got some music playing for you all in the background. It's an open source, or no, you know, it's not open source. I pay for it, but it is open source music. Music catalog is the website, essentially. You know, I'm trying to make this a pleasant experience so that we can get people over here on the channel. Because this is a journalism channel, like I said, you know, speculation, opinions, conjecture, a journal log of what happened to the Rick and Morty scam, the baby Trump, if Hokage Inu, if it's a scam. Like I said, I don't know if Hokage is a scam. I do know that whenever I was an admin on the Rick and Morty project, I got to look at that website a lot doing those YouTube videos and showcasing that website, and looking at the Hokage Inu site, it looks just the same. The roadmap has got the same numbers. 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. The way that it's laid out, it looks a lot the same. The button that says buy on Uniswap looks the same as it did on the Rick and Morty page when I loaded it on my computer. There's just so many damn similarities, and that's why I'm telling people, until you know for sure, be careful. Don't invest. If you're already in it, you know, don't crash the ship or something, unless it, you know for sure it is a bad investment and it is a scam, and then you need to tell the world, like I am. You know, like you need to tell the world if you know for sure. I don't know for sure. I'm telling people you need to check it out and be weary of investing in projects that can't see the face of the person. You don't know who their name is or what their name is. You know, you don't know who they are, or who they work for, any of that. Why would you invest money into a project like that? That's stupid. That's a bad investment, guys, and I'm here to wake people up and smack you in the face if I have to, and tell you, you're being stupid with your money. Don't do it anymore, okay? It might take me a couple months to do this all. Like, it's going to take me some time to get a token put up and get the liquidity, you know, in place for it, and get the lock and all that. I can't just do that overnight, and I'm telling you now, nobody can. Like, they cannot do this crap in a week, and we need to stop, like, letting them, because you're letting them do this. I was letting them do this. I bought into a project before there was a white paper, before there was an audit, before any of that was available, and I'm not going to do that with any of my projects. On the day of launch, when I launch my website officially, and there's an NFT for sale on my website, like, everything's going to work, you know. And then whenever I launch my token, after, you know, I get everything in place, on the day of the launch of the token, I mean, I don't know how it all works, but I'm hoping I can have the audits done. The audits will be done on the smart contracts. I know I can't like get the CoinGecko listing until it's already on a swap, so I'll have to get it on a swap first, but I'll put the liquidity lock in place. I'll have all the smart contracts, like I said, audited if I can. The website will be fully functional. Everything will be ready on day one. I'm not going to half-ass any of that, and I'm hoping that you guys are going to like it so damn much that you are just going to be like, hey, anybody else that doesn't want to do this, well, I'm not gonna buy in your projects anymore. I'm going over here with Vlad because he is trying to like save crypto and make sure that we're all protected as investors. And he's basically saying, if you don't follow him and do the same and be transparent and be professional and how you launch your tokens and collaborate with other projects, then we're not going to invest in your projects anymore. We're not going to give you any more money. That's the whole goal here, guys. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm trying to help you all not just get shut down in crypto, because that's where I see us headed, essentially. If the SEC continues where they're trying to go, we can get more control here in the United States, and especially if we cannot do this ourselves and protect new investors, they're gonna do it for us. That's just my personal opinion, you know. Like I said, you can disagree all you want. I'm not saying anything is factual. I don't want it to happen, and I see it happening if we don't do something. Let's go over here and look. The Nightmare Before Christmas, 141 transactions, 48 holders. This thing looks nasty, guys. It really does. I don't know if Dex Tools is broken, because I swear that number hasn't even like changed practically since I looked at it yesterday even. I did get I posted on Twitter, you know, the video that I made about this being a scam. I posted it on their YouTube or on their Twitter page, put my YouTube video on there, and they responded. You're very paranoid, bro. Our roadmap was released last night. White paper will 1000% be on website end of the week. We are only 3 days old now. Also, you can't get listed on CoinGecko in 3 days unless you pay for fast tracking, and that's a scam in itself. The dev is active all day, every day. Okay, let's break this down, please. First off, I'm a Nazi, like a grammar Nazi. It's your apostrophe RE. You are very paranoid, bro. Period. Capital. Our roadmap was released last night. Period. The white paper will be 100% on the website. You can't have more than 1,000 or than 100. There's no 1,000% of anything. 100% is the maximum. You have 0 to 100. That's it. You have a whole, right? A whole is 100%. You can't have more than one whole. Okay? Let's move on. So we will on the week. Period. Capital. We are only 3 days old now. Period. Also, you know, capital. Also, you can't get listed on CoinGecko, and CoinGecko is a trademarked company, so you would capitalize the coin and the gecko, and I believe it would be one word because it's a trademark. In 3 days, unless you pay for fast tracking, and then that would be a comma, and that's a scam in itself. Period. Capital T. The dev is active all day, every day. Period. So now that I've shown you that you are not professional in any way, shape, or form, I would not give you any of my money just based off of the way that you tweet. Yeah, let's go over here to CoinGecko and let's look at this. You can't get listed on CoinGecko in 3 days unless you pay for fast tracking. Why did you say that? What is this? Oh, look, yeah, it's CoinGecko. And like I said, it would be one word, capital C, capital G. How to list new cryptocurrencies on CoinGecko. This is out there, guys. I'll put a link to it. Listing on CoinGecko is simple and free though conditional to our evaluation. This is written by Bobby Young, updated on September 7th, 2021. So that was just a little over a month ago that he updated this, guys. To be listed on CoinGecko, a cryptocurrency must first be tradable on a cryptocurrency exchange tracked by CoinGecko. For the full list of exchanges tracked by CoinGecko, visit our exchange page, which you can click on that and it'll take you over there, right? Once you have verified that the exchange is tracked on CoinGecko, do fill up our request form. Okay, kind of weird. But, listings will have to fulfill an internal set of criteria before it is listed on CoinGecko. These criteria, they're not disclosed. So essentially, like, you have to meet these criteria, but you don't know what they are. The CoinGecko team will review your request in the next 5 working days and add it if it fulfills all the listing criteria. Big bold letters there here coming up. There is no listing fee. Coins, tokens, no listing fee. Anyone claiming that they can list a coin or expedite the listing process on CoinGecko is what? In bold letters, a scammer, right? Do not ask your community to ask CoinGecko when list questions, because they'll, basically not list it if they keep on getting bugged. I'd feel the same way. That's probably why they put that up here, is because like it's just that stupid and necessarily time wasting for them to have to like stop and answer all these damn questions that are like, we'll get it out as soon as possible, but we need to make sure that it is legitimate, you buttholes. That's what this is saying, is that in the past people have been buttholes and made them just like have to stop everything they're doing and tell them, we'll get it to you when we can. Don't ask us anymore. Okay? But yeah, like I said, I'm sorry, the Nightmare Before Christmas, if you're a legitimate token, my bad, but until you can do what I'm doing right now and put your face out here for everybody to see, give people your name, because I'm hiding my name for a reason. I had to create Vlad the Chad, essentially, after the scam. Vlad was the persona that I created whenever I became an admin, but Vlad the Chad was actually after the fact, and that was so that I can hopefully use my anonymity to work a deal with Netflix or Hulu or everybody else and get this documentary produced, which will in turn help me start a token that I can start paying every person back that's ever lost in rugs and crypto. It's also going to start my new foundation to where we can put an end to this crap forever, just do all that. But so like, if you look at their website here, looks really good for the most part. Like, they really have a nice website. I did not see any big flags until I got down here, where it says that the white paper is under development. Why is your white paper under development? Why wouldn't you have your white paper before your freaking website? That's like, that's where I'm like scratching my head. If you're a real project, you're doing it wrong. You get your white paper done, you get your audits done, then you get your website up, then you get your coin listed. You don't do that other crap first. You don't do a fair launch and you don't create a website until you have a contract on it. Not in my opinion. And maybe I just don't understand how it works, but I mean, for me, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do everything the right way to where people can look at my project and be like, yeah, that guy, he's legit. Day one. When it's ready to be listed on an exchange, they can see it, okay? That's me. And if it can't be done that way, well, I'm going to find out a way to do it, and I'm going to set the bar. And it's going to be so damn high, you guys can't touch it. Not unless you're going to be like me. But yeah, this looks just like the scam of Rick and Morty, so until you can prove to me otherwise, until you can prove to the world otherwise, I'm sorry, I'm calling you out, I want people to be weary of your project until they know who you are. Until they can verify who they're giving your money to. Because that's just not fair. I think most people will agree. This looks like Rick and Morty. This looks like Red Akita, actually. As soon as it hit 100,000 market cap, they disappeared with the money. Once the project hit 100,000 market cap, boom, they were gone. The project just stopped. And it had like the same amount of transactions, the same amount of holders. It looked just like this on the charts. I mean, like I said, guys, it's not good for you right now, because you're imitating a scam on the charts. every time that the price climbs up to a certain level, somebody is just dipping down and buying profits. And obviously, yeah, you're going to have to take profits for your development and everything, but you don't have a white paper. You don't have contract audits. We don't know who you are. So at this point, you could be a scam. Do you understand that? I'm not saying that I know for 100% sure you are, but you could be. And so, peace among worlds, you know? I'm here to tell everybody, don't buy into your project until you can prove to us who you are. Because right now, you look like another scammer. I have every right to say that. Okay? Sue me. You can't. This is all opinion. Right? It's my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not being paid for my services. I'm not making money from any of these YouTube videos. I get nothing from this. Other than I can sleep at night knowing that I'm doing something about what happened in the project that I literally, unknowingly, helped people get into a scam on and lose like hundreds of thousands of dollars probably. I'm doing something about that. I'm going to fix it. But at this point, everything that I've said on this channel has all been opinion and conjecture, speculation, until I can do everything legally and tell you officially, then yeah, I can't. So I won't, right? And I'm telling you, you guys look like a scam. Screw you. I've already got 88 views. It'll go up. You're going to have to play my game. You're going to have to be transparent. You're going to have to be professional about your listing. Otherwise, people aren't going to buy your shit. I get a lot of views. Let's look. Analytics. Yeah, in the last 28 days, I've had 12,000 views. So, hopefully, you've realized you're about to be screwed until you can prove to the world that you aren't a scam. Because, yeah, I'm coming for you. I don't care if this hurts your project. Honestly, I don't. Because I'm not going to let people get scammed again. If I can do anything about it, I'm gonna make people realize that this has the telltale signs of another scam. It does. I'm new to this game, but if I can see the red flags, then I know I'm not the only one. I hope others will speak up in the comments below here and validate what I'm saying. This looks a lot like the Rick and Morty scam. So, yeah. Like I said, peace among worlds. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm going to keep making videos about you until your project is gone. Or until you can prove that you're legitimate. One or the other. You have two options. It's just like the developer on Rick and Morty who walked away. I told him, you have two options. You can either give us the keys to the wallet, hand the project over, and give us all the money back, or I'm going to make a Netflix documentary about you. And I'm going to do that. Everything I've said on my channel is going to happen. Eventually, I'm going to be talking to Elon Musk and Justin Roiland, because with my projects, I'm going to approach Justin Roiland and pay him a handsome amount of money, and Dan Harmon and Cartoon Network, and I'm going to make a real Rick and Morty token and have the licensing to do so, because I know how to be a professional business person. I've got a degree in that, right? I've also got people on my team that can help me do it legally because they're attorneys and stuff like that. You know, if you watch my previous videos, I said David was like on my team. He's not. He's just a friend. You know, he's an attorney, but David's just a friend. I've got other friends who are attorneys. You know, so I hope you're not getting the wrong misconception there. It's not David who I'm talking about. I have lots of friends, pastors, doctors, lawyers, you name it. I know a lot of people. So I've got a really good arsenal of professional people in their spheres to reach out to if I ever need advice. I'm talking every sphere. Hospital administrators, deans of colleges, you name it. I know a lot of important people, and it's not like I'm bragging. I'm just saying, like, I know the value in other people, not myself, in other people. You know, and so when the time is right, if I ever need something from them and I, humbly approach them, I have no doubt that I could have them in my corner. That's what I'm saying. And I can always reach out to them for advice if I need to. So, like I said, I really hope that this channel will show people we need to change crypto, or we're just going to be headed towards a place we don't want to be. Okay, that's all I can tell you, because I can't say anything for sure. But I do know that right now Congress is in session. The SEC is trying to get more power so that they can come in and regulate crypto in the United States. And if that happens, it's going to affect the rest of the world in crypto. I promise you it will. So let's do something about it. Please help me now. Get the word out. Get over here to the petition and sign it. Share it on Facebook. Copy the link. Tweet it to your followers. Email it to your friends. Let's just read it real quick. The rise of scams in cryptocurrency is at an all-time high in 2021. Millions of dollars are being swindled from innocent investors looking to enter the new cryptocurrency market space. Fear of missing out, coined FOMO, has led to the rise of many recent scams that have drawn massive attention in the public sphere, mainly due to the names of the projects, Rick and Morty, stuff like that. These scams, the artists that are behind them, prey upon people by creating a hype around their project on social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and ultimately they get people over into their Telegram, and then they just build up the hype. When people are like, hey, is this legit? They'll say stop spreading FUD, and they'll ban people, and they just hype. As millions of dollars pour into this new project, as the FOMO spreads, these scam artists are just waiting. Just waiting in the shadows, and that's why I say this over here. They're waiting in the shadows. When it reaches a price, they'll drop the price back down, and they'll just start funneling off thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars in profits as the market grows. Big names like Baby Trump, Rick and Morty, possibly Hokage Inu have all been part of larger rings of scams, probably being run by the same group of people that it would seem. We know nothing for sure other than they have the telltale signs of being the same group. And I'm sure now with the number of people that are being scammed, reaching tens of thousands of people now, everybody's going to be looking for answers, right? I'm looking for answers. You're here on my channel looking for answers. I was recently elected onto the admin team, me, Vlad, of the Rick and Morty ERC20 token. As a member of the admin team, I was able to shoot several hours of behind-the-scenes footage because I was already making YouTube videos like this. And I've got some recordings, audio recordings of the scam artists who claim to be the developer of the Rick and Morty coin. Now, there's supposedly two of them that were in this. One was the guy that we met in the AMA. The other one was the rogue developer, okay? This audio recording is almost an hour in length, and it has the entire AMA, or they Ask Me Anything, with the admin team of the Rick and Morty community. I was making YouTube videos at the time, as I mentioned, and little did I know that I was recording the inner workings of one of these scams being played out, guys. And to make things even better, the scammer didn't know that I was gathering evidence until I had it all. Like, I played him. I played his advocate and was trying to, hey man, I'm on your side. But I was in secret just gathering all the evidence the whole time. I want you to please sign this petition so that we can get through to everybody out there. Get the truth out to all the world. Rick and Morty was a big thing. There's so many Rick and Morty fans around the world. And these people, they just screwed up the chances of them having a token anytime soon. Like, it's going to be a while before I could ever work a deal with Cartoon Network and bring you an official Rick and Morty token like that now. So please, Netflix, HBO, Amazon, Hulu, somebody of you, in those companies is watching this right now, please be in touch with me so we can get this started. I want to get this token up and running, and the whole basis behind the token is two things. I want to pay back everybody that got scammed in Rick and Morty, and all the other ones too. I want that to be a thing of the past, where it doesn't matter that it happened. We fixed it. We made it right. The other thing, I want charity to be a big foundation of this project. I want to let the community decide what charities we're going to be doing going forward. We'll do monthly or quarterly polls, and we'll switch charities up, kind of like Amazon Smile does. I really like that. I switch projects every now and then with Amazon Smile, so I can get into different charities and stuff. But yeah, I want that to be a thing for this project. That's going to be one of the big focuses of this project is charity work. That's the whole point behind it, is to fix what happened with the scams, pay back the people that lost their money, create awareness, and then I want to, after I've paid everybody back, I think what I'll do with the 1% of the transactions is we'll start a new foundation, and that'll just be a foundation where all of crypto can come together and be a part of that foundation, and we can establish like a criteria of what it would be if you wanted to join one of the current exchanges, and what we can do going forward to allow safe crypto trading. Essentially, like we'll set the rules, and people won't be able to scam anymore because we as a community came together and said this is how the game is done. That's what I want from this project. Okay. But yeah, let me finish here. We can get everyone who's ever lost to a rug pull in crypto, okay? But not if we don't get the word out, right? We need to let people know what's going on. If we don't stop the criminals, they're just going to keep doing it. And if they're allowed, let me get a cough drop here. Allergy season. If they're allowed to keep doing it, all of our governments around the world will step in. I really think, most of you that know anything about how your government's inner workings, how they operate, you can agree there's a lot of money being lost here, a lot of scams. We're talking millions, not just like millions, but hundreds of millions of dollars in scams in crypto in the last several years, and maybe even billions of dollars. So it's drawn attention because the game of crypto is just booming. Everybody's trying to get into crypto now, but the problem is it's so damn hard, and you have to like real steep learning curve, and along the way it took me 6 months to get into my first rug, guys. So, but I think now they're realizing, hey, our biggest target is new investors, and that's why these projects are coming out so fast and furious and playing off of the hype and the FOMO, right? So if we don't step in and do it ourselves, our governments will, to protect those new investors. And do we want that to happen? I don't think you do either. So please help me. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'll bring you videos like this like every day, and then get the word out. We need that petition. We need it signed. As you can see, somebody commented down in here, and I want to say it's evil that people who just want to make passive income from crypto are getting scammed, rug pulled. It's no wonder the government wants to regulate it. These idiot scammers are trying to ruin the good for everyone. See, this person gets it. Nicholas, thank you so much. I'm tired of people scamming me. Valerie, I am too. Thank you so much. Right? This is what this is about, guys. It's about us taking back our control of our community, right? It's about doing what's right. So please, I hope you'll be with me on this journey going forward, and you'll understand I'm not in this for myself. I'm in this for crypto. I'm in this for all of us, because it's like Nicholas said, I got into this project for passive income so I could hopefully someday not have to just work myself to death, right? The potential's here, but it's not going to be for long if we don't fix what's going on. They're going to shut it down. So, love you all as usual. It's been real. I hope that you will spread this just like wildfire and get that petition signed. That way we can show the world that we need to spread what happened with Rick and Morty and with all these other tokens, so that we can put an end to it once and for all, right? All right. I'll get you a new video possibly later today. I got to talk to my team, maybe. And so if I got some good updates and they want me to share, maybe I'll bring you a new video later today. So yeah, like I said, subscribe to my channel. You'll get new videos all the time. All right. Coming at y'all here shortly. I'll get it out there on the channel, give you a premiere.